It's June 7. Brianna's in the process of moving out. Everything's been out. Nothing is here. Some more of her stuff. She's been living in this room for about a week. Okay guys, I'm headed to the gym. It's a squat day today, doing sets of 5. Pretty heavy, about 370 pounds, 7 sets of that. And after that, going to my buddy's house, Rawad's, for a kind of like a going away barbecue. He's all done with college and everything. He's going to Texas to work there. So let's get this going and let's have some fun. It's interesting how my relationship with the gym and the weights have changed over time. How towards the beginning, working out or going to the gym was like a means to a goal, right? Especially in the beginning, when I started lifting, it was the idea of getting quote-unquote buff. Like, that was the word that was in my mind. I just wanted to be buff and bigger, just a larger person. Made me seem more, alpha, like more like a guy, like a man. That was kind of like my mind state when I began lifting weights, around 15 and a half. And up until, 16, 17, that was kind of the way I thought. Like, I just want to get bigger, and it would make me more confident, manly, and so on. And over time, well, eventually, I started lifting weights for, I guess, the goal of then changing the physique in sort of a really specific kind of way with the bodybuilding standards, right? Since competing eventually started to come on my radar. So I started training, or at least trying to train, for bodybuilding purposes. So bringing up certain muscles that were lagging, maximizing my training in terms of size, even though I trained really bro based on the articles I read online and the people that advised me. I trained really subpar in terms of my methods, but the effort was definitely there, and the goal was for transforming my physique in a very specific way. And the diet, the training was specifically for the goal of the physique, which was the prize, right? And I did my run of natural competitive bodybuilding in 2011. Did it again in 2013, and those were the goal of the training directly related with the bodybuilding. And even with the powerlifting that I did in 2012, the training was directly right in line with the goal of the powerlifting. And it's interesting how over time, the training, the exercises I've chosen to do, such as squats, deadlifts, and so on, it's not necessarily even for this end goal anymore. It's weird. Like, I'm not necessarily squatting and deadlifting for a powerlifting total anymore. It's weird. Or I'm not, specifically hitting certain exercises sometimes for for the purpose of being the best on stage compared to these other people. It's weird how slowly my goals started to change more towards my own personal progress, where I'm not training like an idiot, like doing things that don't progress me. Progressing for the sake of progress, or I'm training for the sake of just simple progress. The lifts translate over to the size and strength gain and so on. It feels like I'm just lifting for me at this point, and not to say, like, to look better than someone else on stage, or to be stronger than other people on a platform or on the internet or around me, my friends and so on. I'm really just like lifting for me now, it seems. It really feels good. I really have this relationship with the gym now. It just feels healthy. It feels right, where I get in the gym and I'm doing what I want to do. Progressing is the goal, and fucking love it. Like I feel really good with my relationship with the gym currently.
Doesn't quite have that high elbow guillotine. Possibly turn this into a sweep here. Sweeps to his right side. Elevate with that.
He needs to just get his arm a little bit higher.
He's going to use it to try to get back to his feet.
Yeah. Wait, it's your last day here. I'm gonna miss you. Huh? Meow. Meow. Say goodbye. I love you, Mimit, even though you poop on your own bed. Meow. And you, Max, I'm gonna miss you too. You're keeping me company all the time, and you follow me everywhere, and I love you. Yes, I love you very much. Yeah.
So I left off that last voiceover on the subject of progress, right? Progress. And sometimes people ask me, like, what is your goal in terms of, say, this lift or that lift? Or what's your goal with lifting in general, or with the power lifts that you seem to be doing quite often? What's your goal with these bodybuilding or isolation exercises that you do quite often? And it's not like I seriously have like any really specific. It's weird. I don't have this specific goal. Like I have to bench like 365 one day, or I have to bench say 500 or whatever it might be. In the past, you know, I've had those goals, but this year, the last few years, it doesn't seem like these specific numbers have been huge goals of mine. They've kind of just like happened, you know, like I happened to pass this milestone, because this year and the last year, I've really just focused on progress, like I said. And as I pass these like numbers, which in my mind used to be like, whoa, the big 500 on the deadlift, wow, the big 350 or 365 on the bench. As I pass these numbers slowly, I'm of course taking a moment to congratulate myself and reflect on how far I've come. But the name of the game for me, I keep on saying it, is progress. Because in that sense, like I fall in love. Like I have fallen in love with this activity, where a few times to 5 times a week I go to the gym and I focus on just slowly doing things better in terms of these lifts that I've chosen to do. Now don't get me wrong, I do not lack goals when it comes to lifting. Every time I lift, you know, I'm looking at my spreadsheet on my phone on Google Docs, and I'm looking at what I did last time, and I'm either matching it or improving in some sort of way. So I definitely have these goals. It's just that my mind state has really changed when it has come to the gym. I've become more patient, I guess, with my training, with my overall goals, and more focused just on this really simple, basic idea of progress when it comes to lifting. And more than anything, it's really just changed my happiness when it comes to the gym, because a lot of the times people go in these cycles of happiness when it comes to working out. Like some people burn themselves out really quickly. Like they'll get perhaps they hop on a cycle or something or whatever, but they'll get strong pretty quick, so on. They hit that wall and then they stop progressing or whatever. They think they stop progressing and they kind of just fall out of love with lifting. Whereas if you're less focused on like these specific numbers but towards just general progress, remember, adding 1 rep to a workout, or even 1 rep to an exercise, to a workout, whatever, to a specific exercise like in a month or whatever. Just the simplest little thing is progress. Like 1 pound here, 1 rep there, another set there is progress.
Post-workout meal, boys. Fucking at sushi right now. Yeah. Had a good workout.
So this is the last time that I'm feeding Max, at least at this house, unless he comes over for me to babysit him or something like that, you know. So it's kind of sad. I figured I'd film it. You know, this is the last supper of Max at this house. So, yeah. You ready, Maxie? Huh? Alright, let's eat. Let's eat. Yeah, let's eat, good boy. Eat! Good boy. So with Brianna moving out tomorrow morning, and of course the relationship coming to an end, coming to a close, a new chapter of my life is beginning. And it almost gives me an opportunity to like recreate myself, you know? I mean, you can recreate yourself every single day, right? Every new day is a new opportunity to be who you want to be. And it's interesting. I'm going to be doing a lot of thinking about who I am, what I'm going for, just a lot of things, you know? All this solitude, this house to myself gives me a lot of time to think now, to be honest. And I think it'll help. Something I'm starting off with, just to kind of be a part of my transformation, I guess, is moving everything out of this room. I guess this was like my office. And to be honest, I realize this now after having this the office for a couple months, that being in that room with that closed door, or even just being in that room in general, door open or closed, doesn't matter, I just feel closed off from like everything in sort of a bad way. It's really weird. Like I can't really explain it, and it's not like I feel even more productive or anything in that closed off sort of way. It's like it's my own little safety zone. It's weird, really weird feeling, and I'm not even that productive out there. So anyways, what I'm doing, or I'm starting with, is I'm gonna move the computer and paperwork and all that stuff kind of over there in that corner right there, and I think I'll have the computer face this way, you know. It'll obviously face this way, be right there, and then the L-shaped thing over there. So I think that's what I'm aiming for. It's going to be over there. I mean, the alternative is to have it over here, but that does not seem right to put it over there. So I'm going to take like 20 minutes, move this shit over there real quick, show you guys what that looks like in just a moment.
Yeah, drop that bitch!
Hey, quit being a little bitch! Ogus cake!